I just don't understand why it still exists in books. I think I can trust someone. I really hope the unicorn did brush his lips. What a line. He's so sweet. Just a minute. Am I supposed to be liking these characters? I don't know what this is. She's just so oblivious. You all know that I love Ali Hazelwood so much, and I have read everything that she has written, but there's one I haven't read yet, and that is Bride by Ali Hazelwood. So the day has finally come. Let's read Bride by Ali Hazelwood. Here goes. I'm so scared. Okay, as you could probably tell from that time lapse, I'm a bit confused. I should have prefaced this video by saying these are not the type of books I usually read. I've not even read Twilight. I'm getting a bit more scared. Misery is such a good name for a main character. I love that. Wow, this is tense. I'm only on page 7. Wow, what a prologue. My god, this book's going to be something. You know when you're reading a book and this really randomly specific scene comes into your head, but you can't remember if it's from another book you read, or if you're just losing your mind, or if you made it up. I've got that. I don't think I've read a book similar to this, but I don't know where that scene's coming from. This book, I'm only 24 pages in and I think it's making me lose my mind. Okay, I'm in bed. School starts again tomorrow. We've had 2 weeks off for Easter, but I actually only have 1 week left of high school, and then I've obviously got study leave and exams, but then that's me. But anyway, so I'm trying to procrastinate going to bed tonight because I really don't want to go to school tomorrow. But I'm on page 25 and I'm actually really struggling. I think once I get into this book I'll be okay, but right now I feel like I've been thrown into the deep end a bit. So yeah, let's see. On page 35, I'm so curious, what has changed? Strange one. The way that Ali Hazelwood can so easily just drop in a wee little bit of comedy in the middle of her writing. It's so natural and she's just a genius. My husband makes his way back to the bottom of the stairs without lifting his eyes or noticing me, and I finally let out the breath I was holding. I expected better of you, Ali. I just don't understand why it still exists in books. That line does my head in. Who is he and how does she know him? I feel like that's a question I am not going to know until very far through this book. Okay, it's now midnight, so I feel like I should probably go to bed. So I'm going to put this book down. I'm up to page 52, which is the start of chapter 3. I am enjoying it, I think. It took me a bit to get into it. Before I started it, as you would have seen, I wasn't sure. But yeah, I think so. I think I'm starting to get into it. Yeah, I trust Ali Hazelwood, so we're gonna see. It's a weird one. It's a strange one, but I think I'm gonna enjoy it. Okay, so I haven't been reading Bride by Ali Hazelwood for the last couple of days, because I was beta reading someone's book and is coming to say hi. And so I was trying to get that done for her. So I haven't read this book in a couple of days. However, I have to pick it up just now because I am almost going into a reading slump. Because of the incredible books I read recently, because I read all of the Shadow and Bone series and I read like all 3 books so quickly, and then I read Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and what else did I read? I read This Is Gonna Hurt. It wasn't amazing, but then I read The Reappearance of Rachel Price, which was also amazing. So I've read so many good books in the last couple of weeks that I'm almost going into a reading slump, and if I set this down for too long I'll convince myself that I'm not enjoying it and won't pick it back up, and it'll be a nightmare. So I'm gonna get back to reading it just now. Oh my god, I'm on page 62. We have just found out the reason why Misery has agreed to this marriage, and I still don't know what it means, and I'm so intrigued. Okay, I'm on page 96. Anna's sweet. I think I can trust a 7-year-old, can I? I worry that I can't, but I'm gonna say I can. Just for my peace of mind. Okay, I am in bed now. I got to page 96 earlier on. I do think I'm starting to get into it. It was taking me a while, but I think it might be. It's either because this is not the sort of book I usually read, or it's because I haven't read romance in ages, and I'm so used to, like, recently I've been reading a lot of fantasy, where obviously it like gets right into the action straight away, which I'm not saying this hasn't done in this book, but I just think it's because I usually read a load of romance, but a couple of romance books put me off for a while, so I haven't read romance books in months. So this is me trying to get back to it, but I am enjoying it. So yeah, let's get back to it. I really hope the unicorn just brushes his. Okay, we have had our first werewolf as an actual wolf form, but I don't know who it is. And it's a strange one. Now, I love this. Ali Hazelwood, as we know, is an absolute genius, and she is amazing at writing her romance books, and I love all her STEM stuff. She is a complete genius in that way too, and Check and Mate was actually my favourite of hers, but what I did not realise is that she can write plot twists for so many subplots. So obviously in her rom-coms, there's a lot less of like these secrets and things that she's got to uncover because they're just like rom-coms. Whereas in this, because it's like there's an extra level to, like, it's not just a normal rom-com, there's an extra level to below the romance. I don't know if this makes any sense. Then there are like proper reveals that I would never have seen coming. Ali Hazelwood, even better writer than I thought she was, which I didn't think was possible. Love this woman. Oof, what a line. What a line. He's so sweet. What just happened? Okay, I'm putting it down tonight at page 142, which is the start of chapter 11. I'm properly invested in this book. I thought that this was pretty much just going to be romance, but it's so much more than that. I would still primarily categorise it as a romance, I think, but there's so much more to it than that. There's like a mystery element. Yeah, I am enjoying it. It's taken me a little bit to get into it, but I think I'm hooked. New day, same book. Let's get back to it. Am I supposed to be liking these characters? I have got a really solid guess at where this is gonna go, or like one part of where it's gonna go. But I don't know if it's too obvious. I'm now in bed. I got up to page 146 earlier on, and I'm gonna sit and read it just now. I sort of don't want to go to sleep. I really want to sit up and read this, but at the same time I really want to go to sleep. So tomorrow is actually my last day of high school, which is absolutely insane. And I've still got like exams to sit and stuff like that before I properly am done. But tomorrow is my last day in high school, which is insane. And also tomorrow, well, kind of tonight, tomorrow, Tortured Poets Department is released, and I'm a huge Swiftie. For those of you that don't know, the issue is I also live in Scotland, so it doesn't get released here at midnight because it gets released midnight Eastern time. I made this mistake. Was it the last album she had releasing, or I don't remember what album it was, and I was up till midnight waiting for it to appear and it didn't. But anyway, it's made me all excited for tomorrow, so I'm either gonna be able to get to sleep really easily or not, but while I am up I'm gonna read some more of Bride by Ali Hazelwood. The way I judge if I'm really starting to like a novel is when I'm thinking about the book even when I'm not reading it. So it's like I'll just be doing normal things, I'll be in school or I'll be driving or I'll be chatting to my friends or having dinner or whatever, and just all of a sudden I just start thinking about the book, and that's when I know that I'm really starting to enjoy a book, that I am looking forward to reading it and I am genuinely thinking about it when I'm not even reading. And that's starting to happen with this book. I love the show not tell in any book, but I love that you see someone starting to care for someone else because of the little acts they do, things that she didn't even tell him. She did mention that they were not perfect for her, but she never asked him to change them, and he has just gone and changed it for her just to like make her even more comfortable. It's so sweet. Okay, I am really enjoying it, and I've got up to page 163, which is just the start of chapter 13. So I'm getting on quite well with this book. I am enjoying it. I'm quite tired actually, and I've got school, and then I've got work tomorrow as well, so I think I'm just gonna head to bed. Sorry, this camera work is atrocious. You know when you start trying to do a million and one things at once. But yeah, I am gonna stop for tonight and get back to this book tomorrow. It has been a couple of nights, but let's get back to it. Page 190. My god, I don't know what this is. I don't know how I'm supposed to be feeling right now. I am lost for words. What do you say to that? I'm going to put it down at page 192, which is the start of chapter 15. So I didn't get very far tonight, but I'm tired and could do with some sleep, so I'll get back to it tomorrow. I am now on study leave, so I'm hoping I'm going to get through the rest of this book a bit quicker. I was doing studying for most of today, but I did have to go into town and pick up my sister and stuff like that, so while I was waiting, you would have seen that I was reading a little bit in the car, so I got to page 214 earlier on, so I'm just going to sit and read some more just now. This book is like nothing I've ever read before. That is not even funny. What on earth just happened? I do not like that. The nursing back to health trope will always be one of my faves. Okay, I am going to put this book down tonight. I'm at page 300. I was thinking about I might try and finish it tonight, but I've decided I'll just finish it tomorrow, I think. I'm in two minds about it. I am loving the romance in it because I love Ali Hazelwood's writing and her romance is just perfect. There's some parts of it that are really weird. So I'm enjoying it, but I'm not. I am enjoying it. It's just a strange one. So I'm not quite sure where I stand on it, but I'm almost done, so. Misery is annoying me. She has been for a while now. Not on a whole, but just some things. Like, it has taken her to page 308 to realise something that I have picked up on since page maybe 50 at the latest. Probably before that. It's been very, very obvious. And don't get me wrong, I don't mind when it's like the reader knows stuff and the character doesn't pick up on it, but see when it is this obvious. And it's like, come on. Just use your brain. You're a clever girl. Vampire, whatever. Can you call it? She's clever. Misery is clever. But she's just so oblivious. It's just so graphic. For God's sake. This third act breakup doesn't even make any sense. I hate a third act breakup anyway, but at least make it have purpose. No. My god, she's amazing. I am very confused. What? No way, this is very exciting. See, Misery is a genius. She just sometimes forgets. Okay, I have just finished Bride by Ali Hazelwood. I love that ending. It is 100% setting it up for a sequel, which I think she'll definitely do, and I'm excited about it. I think I'm going to go with rating it a 4-star. I loved parts of it and I really enjoyed the romance because that's what Ali Hazelwood writes. But there were just some moments where I got really, really annoyed at Misery's character. Some moments I loved her character and some of the time I was like, just open your eyes. There were parts of it I felt weird to me. But on a whole, I really, really enjoyed it. I would highly recommend it. I did not know what to expect, and it is one of the weirdest books I've ever read, but I really enjoyed it. And yeah, I would recommend reading it, definitely. But that brings us to the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you would like to like or subscribe to my channel, that would be amazing. But yeah, if you've read this book, let me know. And let me know what reading vlogs you'd like to see next. But I'll see you all soon for another video.